Morning, guys. Mark Fresh, Protect Dog Training, and Big Boy. And I said his name, so I'm not going to correct him for that. He is above us, huh? All right, let's go back to work. Come on. Gotta go to work. Let's go. Come on. You ready? Ready? Good boy. Good. Yep. Good boy. Good. Let's start out with a driving state. Come on. Up. Good boy. Let's go. Good boy. Good. Okay. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Good. And as usual, I'm kind of not sure. I've got a bunch of loose stuff we're putting together, but we've got him coming up on 16 weeks. He's going through a real bratty stage. He's getting into being a little turd, and natural. He's a strong-willed dog. Yep, come on, good. And what the key is, you don't want to squash him by telling him no or going after him so heavy because he's being a brat. So we got to control it. Touche. Good. Good. Nope. No. And I didn't want to let him have that off the ground because of the fact that that's what we don't want to happen. We're going to be going through a whole little phase. But biggest thing that's coming up, hey, in his growth and development is that 16-week marker, 4 months. He's going to have his final shot. He now can go out every public place, flower beds. I'm not going to worry about it. He can go out to parks. You. No, come here. Good. And so we're going to have a whole different world for him. He's going to be saturated with a lot of environmental. Sure, we've been going to Home Depot and keeping it light and slow, and that's been going great. Yep. But now it's going to be a real concerted effort to really get him into people, places, things, a lot of saturation in that regards. Yep. So he's got some things to go through. And one of those things is greeting into people, his overexuberance and wanting at his age, everybody he sees, he's lunging at and wanting to get up on top of him, get petted and that kind of thing, right? And because he's such a cute puppy, people want to pet him, and that's a natural thing. So we've got to start trying to work on that concept too. In other words, we want to have a certain amount that's neutral, right? Yep. So that client of mine in Vegas has got an environment. He's lucky enough to be able to take this dog to work. He travels a lot. He's doing a lot of things with that dog. And one of the biggest things I told him in the very beginning was handler bound, handler dependency, and making sure that you try to be aware of it and don't let the dog settle into that if you can help it, because these dogs have a tendency to really want to be with their owners, and which all dogs do, but awareness and cognition, being cognizant and aware, as I always say, of that propensity is important. And doing a separation, like I suggested to him, to get friendly with his kennel down the way. He's got a business that's down the way that's giving him some services. They've got a doggy daycare and all that good stuff. So I want him to get that involved as much as he can so that he gets that separation. Good. Yep. Because I can see with his lifestyle. Good. There you go. Good. That's nice. He went right into the sit. Good. So I am thinking ahead a lot now lately because I see the development, and this isn't my first rodeo. Couche. Good. So because of that, I know what I've got to try to go after. Now this weekend we're going to be going and taking Bruno. I do believe a good friend of mine that's more into IGP and Schutzin and all that. And he's asked, he wants an adult dog. Well, Bruno's got to get out of here because Bruno needs to get a life that's going to be a little better for him in regards to, I have such an environment with, yep, come on, with such an environment with, yes, so much of a saturation of dogs that they get left on the back burner and they go to waste. I've got dogs, and Buddy hardly gets worked. He's a hell of a dog, Bruno would be the same situation. So I got to get these dogs out of my hands and into a better situation where somebody will be able to spend more time with them and really put the effort into them. And he wants to use them for some other things. It doesn't matter. He knows the dog. He's been the one that helped me build Bruno. Nope. Couche, correct. You correct. Couche. Good. Correct. Nope. Correct. No. Couche. Correct. Good. That's my boy. Good. There you go. He doesn't really understand it yet, so I've got to work on that one too. So Bruno has a chance to be able to get taken in by him, and he's heavy into IGP. I'm not sure if he's going to go with that with him, but at the same time, the dog deserves to have an environment that's going to be better, more conducive to his growth. It's a hell of a thing to sit here with the dog flesh that I've got. Yep. And I have some of the best you'd be mad. That Czech Shepherd's awesome. Bruno, awesome. My Dutch Shepherd's awesome. You know, I've got dog flesh to die for, you know, and that being I'm dog rich and I'm cash poor. I spend a lot of money on my food and medicate, you know, all the stuff you got to do to take care of these dogs. Couche. Good. So, that's the dilemma I'm in right now, and I've got to work my way through it. And it's an interesting place to be. I'd never think as a young man that I'd be at a spot that I'd almost want to feel like taking a eraser to a chalkboard and starting over in a lot of ways, you know. Trying to get some of this stuff under control. Yep. Good boy. Good. Good. All right. Let's do some back end awareness. Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Now you'll notice me starting to phase out the hand on the face, right? Yes. Good boy. Good. I'm asking for the behavior in a different way, and I'm starting to separate my hands away from his face. Good boy. So we'll come in, you. Place. Good boy. Place. Place. Good boy. Place. Good. Good. Let's go the opposite way. Remember what I was saying? Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. Oh, that's what I want to work on. We'll do that in a second. Good boy. Good. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Yeah. Yes. Good boy. Good. That's what I want to work on. It's here. No. Going back to the ground for the food. He's going to get that whole lesson coming up soon, depending on yes. Good boy. Good. OPA. Yes. Good boy. OPA. Good boy. OPA. Good. Yeah. Lois. Good. All right. Come on. OPA. Nope. Nope. Good. There you go. Good. And I said no to him, and I was waiting for him to see if he picked up on it. He did. He pulled his back feet off of the bull. He had all four of them on the bull. OPA. Nope. Nope. Good. There you go. Good. Good. OPA. Good. OPA. Yes. Good boy. Good. OPA. Yes. Good boy. Good. Now I get to a point where I'm just playing, probing, right? We're probing on where's the dog in the work. The goal is to try to get the hands away from the space and slowly migrate away from it so we can do this. See how we're doing that? The hands away from the space. I've got like Joker as an example. I can take Joker and do a hand signal with him from 15 feet away, and the dog will go around in a circle, right? Good. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope. Good. There you go. Oh, yeah. Good. That's good. Now I'm waiting for these keywords to take effect. Meaning I'm probing a lot to see how if he knows the word no. Hey, you, where'd your brain go? Where'd your brain go? Huh? Where'd you go? Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good. All right, a little bit of a taste of engagement, right? You saw me run and get into activity and get him back in with me. His brain floated to the ground and into the searching on the food. So that's what the crux or the core of engagement. You hear that word used all the time, engagement. It boils down to if the dog's not with you and not interested in you and working, you can't teach him anything, right? Couche. But if he's got engagement where he's centered on you and he's really in tune with you, Aussie, good, there you go, good. Oh, yeah, good. Nope, come on, there you go, good. Then you can teach him anything, right? But if you don't have the dog engaged with you, good, there you go. Yes, good. It's kind of hard, isn't it? All right, so now we're going to do, let's do it from this direction so you can see on the camera, is, hey, good. Trying to get him used to that body correction, me pinch, pinch, pinch. It's consistency. Yep, until he understands, yes, why he's being corrected, right? He's being corrected every time he puts his head to the ground and doesn't be paying attention to you. Here. Nope. Good. Come on. Here. Good. There you go. Good. There you go. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Hey, you. Good. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. So we got to refine this. I've got to catch it where I come out and start doing a lot of the here and asking him to sit straight, right? Nope. Nope. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Hey. Good. That's my boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Nope. Come on. I'm going to beat you. No. Good. Come on. Let's go. Good. Here. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good. There you go. All right. One more time. Come on. One more time. Come on. I see. Good. Pablo J. Good. Good. Big boy. Here. Good boy. Good. a lot of tuning this up. I'll go over some of the stuff with my friend. Good. Good. Yeah. Nope. IGP is a very exact sport. It's really refined to the point of really having to be exact as you climb the ladder. And this gentleman's been into regionals and nationals, and he's a pretty damn good trainer. So I enjoy when I get together with him. We're going to get together this weekend and let him take a look at Bruno. But when I do, I kind of go over through some of this stuff. Yes. And he's into that refinement. Yes. A lot of this is age development wise, because I don't have any. We got to create a trough of some sort, I think. A plank on one side, a plank on the other, so he comes into a trough and keep him more centered. Hey, good, good. But there's some things he's learning right now. One is that one body correction I've been doing on the body with the pinching underneath it. It's timing. At this point, it's timing. Right when he goes to the ground, I start going to that noise, which he already knows, a negative marker, and I'm kind of irritating, right? Not pinching him enough to create a pain reaction, just enough to be an irritant. Good, good. Good, big boy. Here. Good. Yes, good boy. Good. There you go. So slow it down. But my voice tone, everything getting lighter. Nope. Good. He's figuring it out now. He's starting to figure out why I'm coming in, because there's consistency in the pattern. And he starts picking up on that, which means every time he's going to the ground, I'm going right in, pinching his underbelly. See it? Right? Good. Good. Now, that may cause problems as we go along, but we're going to get to a leash and a pinch collar at some point. Yes. When that is to be decided by him, because he's all about what he gives me, maturity-wise and everything else. Good. Here. Good. Nope. Nope. Here. Good. Here. Good. There you go. Good. Now, there's where all those little marker words come in. Good. Nope. I'm wanting him not to go to his posture back here. We're going to work on that as we go along. Got to keep reminding myself the dog's only 4 months old. 4 months old. I'm doing things that, yeah. Oh, you little shit. Nope. Good. There you go. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Look. Yes. Good. Look. Yes. Good. You look. Good. 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 Yes. Good boy. All right. We're going to go back to that at some point. Teaching you guys about no, good, and yes, and how we get to that point where we start to do the here and we go to the look game, and why I feel that is such a critical spot in being able to teach the dog and getting him to understand conceptually wise and really conceive of what no, good, and yes is. It happens right here. Good, good, yes. Okay? Because we're using good when he comes to my face. Good, good. Yep, good boy, good. He does the right thing, gets the spring back, and we flow into no, good, and yes. We're using all three of those in this behavior that we're working on, which is the here and then the look game. So he's going here, back up. We want to get him straight. Good, good. He's not straight, but again, he doesn't understand it. So we need a little bit of help with a trough or some kind of good. A lot of this is age because he's a little squirmy wormy. Good, good. Yes, good boy. Good. I love it. Good, good, good. Nope. Yes, good boy. Good. There you go. He looked to my hands when I raised him down, and then as soon as I kind of kept going good, he looked back up at my face, gave me the chance to say yes. Okay? So if you flow this right, and you get into the right flow with this, you will get a dog to really understand no, good, and yes. At this point in time in his training, he's had these words and all this stuff, negative markers, you know, noises, sounds, my sound, all that stuff. Notice I claimed it as mine. It is mine. So all these little negative markers, positive markers, no, good, and yes, all the stuff that's been coming at him is in his cranium at this point in time. He hasn't conceptualized them all totally, right? We get to this point where we're starting to, this look game is what I call it. We get into this look game here. Good. Yes. Good boy. Where we start using no, good, and yes in a very concerted effort to get this one behavior of him looking at my face and understand that he's supposed to stay at the face. And then we'll get into it. I'll show you why it's so important. Well, not really why it's so important, but where it's at a critical juncture to be able to complete the goal of getting him to understand conceptually, really, to be able to really understand no, good, and yes. The biggest one out of that is that good, that duration marker, because that's going to be taken into a lot of different things, right? Good boy, good. Are you ready? Ready? He says, I'm ready, Dad. You're a little pistol this morning. Yes, you are. Nope. I see. Couche. Nope. Yes. Good boy. Good. We've got that there, but I've got to smooth it out. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Where he's giving me a faster down. We'll work on that as we go along in a lot of little different areas contextually where he'll start to figure it out. Good. Couche. Nope. He's got to get elbows on the ground. Good boy. So we're going to keep that up. We'll keep working on it until he learns that that means I want him all the way on the ground. We need some speed involved with that. Yay, good boy, good. And intensity, right? All about the attitude. People don't understand when they go out on the sports field and they got the dog in that focused heel and the dog's got that energy level. People on the bench are sensing it and they're feeling it, but they don't understand what makes them feel so good about something. It's the energy that's involved, right? The energy that's involved that's put into something that dog is giving animation and energy into their owner and that focus into their owner. That's what gets people on the bench all happy, right? Good. And what looks so good out on the field. Out. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Now I'm going to go opposite because he's got that wire now. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. And what I'm saying that he's got wired is that when the prey dies, he's looking for that next item to come out, right? Because he senses that the fight is over with. I'm going dead with it. I go dead with it. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. That pattern has been established where he senses it going dead and he looks for that next thing to come into the game, which is going into the second item, right? Good. Good. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. So we've got the foundation of this whole exercise is there now. We just got to keep working on it, right? Doesn't stop. We got a lot of growth in it. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Took us, what, a week? 3 or 4 days? 5 days? Good boy. Good. Where he really, I start to feel like he understands this. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Right when the prey dies, he looks for that second part of that game, which is to let go. Out. Good. Nope. Now he's got to learn that there's another one involved with this. Couche. Nope. Nope. Good. Couche. Nope. Nope. Hard for him to be able to conceptualize this. Speed, right? It's going to take a little bit more maturity and some other things that we throw into the game to get him to understand. And we want him to do it quick, right? Not an easy concept to teach a dog. Speed, angles. Michael Ellis have talked about it several times where how much does a dog really understand when you're going to a stop and he understands that this is straight. They don't, okay? It takes a lot of little pieces and parts of the whole puzzle to put together within the work that you come at it in different contextual spots and different avenues to convey the idea to the dog of what you want. And that's not an easy task sometimes. Every dog's different. So you just got to keep playing with it, right? Out. Good, good. I see. Good. Couche. Nope. Yeah, 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 yeah. Couche. Good, good. There you go. There's a crescendo ball. Good boy. Good. All right, we're done. A little bit of yakking and getting there. Hey, you. We're not done till I say so. Just because I say to the camera we're done doesn't mean we're done. You started walking out to the house. He's got to know that we got to do the done game, right? Which is this last one in the pattern. Out. Good. Done. Good. Done. No. Done. Good. There you go. He's on his way back to the house on his own. See, patterns start to matter. He's actually going to get a drink. All right, talk to you guys later. Mark Fresh, Protect Dog Training with Big Boy. He's got a lot of growth to go. We're going to be hitting into the environmental real heavy here coming up. Talk to you later.